Oh, man, we almost forgot about this guy. Good old Jack Perry. Jack Perry is suspended indefinitely. Um, some people think he should be fired too. Some people think, what the hell did he do wrong? I want to see footage because I think when it comes to Jack Perry, who struck first is very important, and they know that. They know that. But according to all reports, to the best of my knowledge, you can correct
Yeah, I
me
was
if
gonna
I'm
say
wrong.
pretty much all the reports say Punk did everything.
Yeah, if Punk,
I haven't seen many. I don't think I've seen a report that even indicates that Perry swung at him.
yeah. And as far as like shooting and people got to talk to him, like Dudley's like, oh, people got to sit down and talk to him and set this straight. I think wrestlers think it's more organized and tougher than they really are. I
Yeah.
really do. It's like I don't know. I just find it weird. I don't know. What was it edgy? Yeah. Was it uncalled for? Not really. Made sense. Um, should it get you that angry? Probably not.
No.
You know who else said
No.
something though? Someone else
Who?
fucking said some shit. I apologize. Goddamn, someone was an MMA fighter, like an older. Oh yeah, yeah. And Noah's Josh Barnett. He's like, dude, what the fuck happened to the gentleman saying, let's step outside? I know Josh Barnett. You know, first
Yeah.
off, in the Marine Corps, I was named Babyface Assassin. I have a crazy beard. You have a crazy beard. Josh Barnett, my dad. I don't know. That's up to you. You decide. But yeah, dude.
I think the
Like,
ages are a
listen,
little close.
listen, young people. I know you're really tough behind the Twitter machine. If you are in a workplace and you don't say, let's step outside, you're a bitch. Can we all agree on that? Can that be universal? What the fuck, you non-gentleman fucks? I got a little off topic. All right, Jack Perry, indefinite suspension. Pitch, why that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing.
Go on.
My worry is that they're gonna. I think Jack Perry was in the worst place he could have been in terms of being in character wise and where he was performing as far as in front of the fans and fan perception was in the worst possible place he could have been for this to happen because he ain't hot right now. He is middling at best right now, which sucks because I do like Jack Perry. I just a boy and his dinosaurs where it's at, baby. Put it
Hell
back
yeah.
together. Bring the pieces back together.
Do it.
But I think an indefinite suspension is a little worrisome if it's indefinite because that to me seems like they're considering the possibility of cutting him, which I think would suck. The guy didn't do anything bad. In my opinion, I get what people are saying. Oh, he shouldn't have been taking the shot.
Well, if
Yeah,
that's the case,
questionable.
then according to that, I just want to cut in here. Then the Elite didn't do anything wrong.
Nope.
If CM Punk, you can't have CM. Here's the thing, I don't think you can have CM Punk's side if you're neutral on both fights. If CM Punk is in the right for Perry, then the Elite are in the right for CM Punk. Do you follow what I'm
Well,
saying?
here's my stance. If Punk hadn't reacted to him like a toddler, because and I'll say this, this is in my opinion, this sentence is great advice for anyone to remember. You cannot control what other people do. You can't control their actions. You can't control them. They're ultimately their own person. The only thing you can control is how you react to a situation and to those people. You are in control of that. That is your controllable area. Focus on that. And Punk's controllable area was to not react. If he had not reacted to that when Perry came back through, done his match, and then after his match came back to talk to Tony about it, guarantee you that Perry would have gotten the indefinite suspension still and wouldn't be on TV for a little bit while they sorted that out if he had reacted like an adult.
Yeah.
But no, he got violent. And you're talking to two grunts who 100% understand the mentality of getting violent as a solution. Um, it's not a solution, man. Like this is not the area where you need to get violent, my guy, especially on a guy that's smaller than you. All you do is you look like a bitch.
And for the love of God, if you're in the military, wrestling, or anywhere, if you're gonna fucking fight, bring back let's step outside. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. Let's say you were gonna beat up Jack Perry no matter what. You go by and say, I'm gonna talk to you later. Go do your match. come back, find where the fuck is Jack Perry, go to Jack Perry, go face to face and be like, hey, we're going to step outside and we're going to fight. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's bring that back. Gentlemen used to ask each other to step outside to beat the shit out of each other. Nowadays, you fucking throw hissy fits and cry on Twitter.
Not only that, but isn't it kind of a bitch move to pick a fight with a guy who's smaller than you as he's coming back from like a 20-minute physical endurance thing where he went through windshields and shit? Like, you're picking the guy when he's at his least capable of actually fighting you.
It's one of those things that
everything about it is a bitch move.
It's a bitch move, but also too, it's one of those things you either completely plan this out or you are fucking mentally unstable. Like, it's one of the two. It's just fucking
what
ridiculous.
I think happened, and I think I mentioned it on the before. I know I mentioned it, I think, talking to you. But I think what happened was the travel affairs thing, he waited to show up until Saturday. Reportedly, AEW had travel set up for people who came earlier, but if you were coming on Saturday, they didn't set up your travel plans from the airport to the arena because you were choosing to come on the last day. They weren't setting it all up for you.
Hold on, I just got to whisper something to the audience. WWE does the same thing. Stop rubbing your nipples to corporations. It's fucking weird. All right, go ahead.
So all the other wrestlers got to the arena fine. He gets to the arena. I think, though, because of your Punk, think about Punk's ego. I think Punk was already looking for a reason to be pissed that day. Because you don't go from this little scuffle with Jack Perry to screaming, I quit, unless you were already in the headspace to looking for a reason to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he already was ripshit about that and was waiting for a reason. And when Perry said that, I guarantee you from that moment on, he was fuming in his head and was thinking about, he was role-playing how he was going to confront him when he came back. For disrespecting him, and he was going to sort this out because this was going to be his night to prove to the elite and to Tony Khan that everything could work out, and everybody was fucking it up and trying to ruin it for him. And he was going to teach them not to ruin this for him. He was going to get his respect back one way or another. I guarantee you he was fuming like a toddler just waiting.
Yeah. So it is an interesting situation. I think, though, I'm saying this a little bit there. Indefinite suspension is kind of legal jargon. And like, when this blows over, he's back. I think when this blows, I think he will. I could be wrong, you know. I think.
What would you do in this situation if you were them?
Honestly, if I was Perry, I would look to see if he struck first. I know it sounds weird, but that is a huge thing in my eyes. You know, and according to all reports, he hasn't, but they have film footage. If he doesn't strike first, I tell him to take the night off. I apologize for the work environment and let him be on his way. If he struck
That's true.
first,
they could just be giving him time off and just calling it the indefinite suspension.
I think he's just calling it indefinite suspension because, especially in sports, they say that shit a lot. I think they're just saying that, and when shit blows over and legal says, it's okay, he'll come back. But I've been wrong before.
Hope so.
I've been wrong before. But for me, it's just, did you strike him? And there's film footage, you know. Like, of course, you know, if you're in an altercation, I'm giving you the rest of the night off. That's, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, dude, just take the rest of the night off. We'll fucking regroup back home, you know. But outside of that, no. And as far as like, oh, he's gonna get punished. Well, why didn't Punk get punished? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's one of those things, you blindly defend someone and you change the, you know what I mean, the view. It's like when CM Punk shoots on a thing, oh, that's okay, he's just heated and passionate. Perry does it. It's like, someone's got to sit down and talk to this guy.
How dare you? So would you say that we're in agreement that we both kind of hope it, if he didn't swing first, that he's back, that he comes back?
Yeah. I think we're in agreement there. And a lot of people are like, oh, you should be fired. And it's like, it's weird because, like, I think people's tribalism and loyalty doesn't make them think straight.
You know what? In fact, I'm going to go out. I'm going to say, Tony Khan, this is what you do.
All right.
When you bring back Jack Perry, You wait until after Christian and Luchasaurus aren't in a feud. You
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
back Jack Perry. You have Jack Perry coming in the ring, cutting his promo, and then you have Christian come out with Luchasaurus and interrupt him and say, basically tell him this only happens to you because you don't have a good father figure. And then just start their feud again, but this time have their feud end with Luchasaurus turning on Christian Cage and give his boy a dinosaur back.
All right, all right. I'm gonna take your recipe and cook with your recipe. So I'm taking your
Okay.
ingredients and gonna cook with it. All right. If I get the Big Dino loses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christian flips out on him and gets Edge. Edge shows up. They start beating him down. They're like, "Your only fucking friend was fired. Go to a pay-per-view. It's 2-on-1."
Whoa.
Yeah, and then motherfucking Jungle Boy is back.
Listen, I'm on board. If we get Boy and a Dinosaur back, I'm on board because I loved that tag team. It was so
good,
fun.
man. Yeah.
Just bring it back. Watch him ride to the ring on his shoulders and everything. Like, come on, it was one of the best.
Yeah, that was good times. Good times had by all. So
then
there
he
you go.
separated it, and he's been floundering ever since and got beat up
he's
by
been
CM
stuck.
Punk.
Rough guy. So, I still like the soundbite. Have you seen the soundbite where CM Punk is like, "If you have a problem with Jack Perry, you're the problem."
yeah. Jack Perry's a great guy. One of the nicest guys back there. You got a problem with Jack Perry, you're the problem. Whoa. Cell phone.
Oh man. Anyway, Perry, good luck. And if you didn't strike first, fuck, dude, I would give you the night off.
I hope that film somehow gets leaked eventually.
I mean,
and that
I
it
think
doesn't
after
have
the
him
court
striking
cases, it will
first.
be.
Because I would love to take the film of that and just make a super cut of it overlaid with "If you have a problem with Jack Perry, you're the problem."
Oh man, get on that internet. Get on that internet.
Yeah, get us that footage so that I can make the super cut.
All right, let's talk about some good stuff. There's some good stuff.
Before we move on, I do just want to say,
all right,
if QTV leaks that footage, it would be the greatest.
Oh, it would.
segment
It would be. Like, my thing is,
have.
if QTV doesn't leak that footage, they don't need to exist.
No, QTV leaking that footage would be the
best.
absolute peak. Could you imagine if that's when they do it? Is when Jack Perry, once Jack Perry comes back, they leak it as like them researching how to beat Jack Perry.
That's big balls. And you know what? The WWE fans are like, "This is low class, man." I don't understand how fucking you can just love one corporation and not get paid for it. It confuses me, boys. It confuses
No,
me.
because listen, you can't keep saying that they should have turned the CM Punk and Elite stuff into a work and made a match out of it and made good business. But at the same time, tell me not to have QTV leak the footage.
Dude, QTV does not need to exist unless they leak the footage.
Leak the footage, QTV.
What the hell?
Give us the Snyder cut.
All right.